What you got? Bad dudes. Alright. What you got?
Cooking, mama.
Man, you get that out of here.
Hey friends, I'm Pragmatik, and I like to talk about video games. And the game I want to talk about today is The Bouncer.
The Bouncer.
Yeah, I can't quite do it.
The Bouncer was developed by Dream Factory and their name at the time, Squaresoft. The game centers around three, you guessed it, bouncers. You have the intimidating Bolt Kruger, who may be an Oni or something. Seriously, what are those? Kolefo, the snarky carefree type who's voiced by Stephen Blum.
Hey, if we're not doing anything, it means the bar's doing just fine, right, Sion?
That's how you make a good video game. You just put Steve Blum in it. There you go. You're all set. And finally, we have the main character, Sion, a character with a dark past that the game barely touches on. I mean, seriously, the game tells backstory through loading screens, and that's just... no. Add in their friend Dominique, a bubbly girl with an equally shady past, and now you have your cast of central characters. Great. You think the last problem these people would have is dealing with a group of ninjas hired by some shady organization to kidnap Dominic for unknown reasons? But that's what happens. This game's great. And right off the bat, you're in your first brawl. You'll get a feel for the combat, which to me feels a little heavy, but satisfying once you get the hang of it. Each character has a different fighting style, so it gives each of them a different flow in combat. But the most enjoyable thing by far is the Ragdoll Physics.
Aww.
Co, you alright, buddy? Unfortunately, despite being bouncers, you're unable to stop the bad guys from taking Dominic, and thus begins the story that is The Bouncer. A unique thing about this game is that you select who you want to use with each encounter, and it fleshes out more of the story for specific characters, as well as branches out more pathways for the story in general. Now this makes for a lot of replayability, which is good as this game is about 3 or 4 hours long. It'll become apparent quickly that this game is pretty straightforward, with one battle leading into another. Not something I care about, mind you, but you'll start to notice that every level is kind of empty. This could be to accommodate so many characters fighting at once, but I do feel more could have been added. Random weapons, health items, just something. And I'm not much for open world, but I certainly wouldn't mind exploring this town. It's beautiful.
Now the game's length shouldn't scare you away, because I don't mean it lightly when I say the game is so replayable.
You'll find yourself choosing each character for each possible segment, and doing so will let you experience each character's list of fighting moves which they learn through gaining experience. That's right, this game has RPG elements, which is pretty unique considering it's kind of a beat 'em up. Despite which path you take, all roads take you down to the path of infiltrating the shady organization of Makoto.
Guess we don't need tickets.
Plus, each path you take will pit you against a ton of unique characters. Like, for example, this girl with odd hair, this teen scene from the 2000s android, this intimidating robot, this slightly less intimidating robot. Ow, stop, stop! This crazy ninja that pursues you throughout the game and let's just say has an unfortunate encounter with the backside of an afterburner, and of course, what game is complete without a panther lady? Neat! All led by the infamous Duragon. Dragon. Whatever.
In Eastern cultures, they say there's only one way to repay one's master, by surpassing him. This is my payback to you, master.
Also, viewer discretion advised, this game has beating up the elderly. Now maybe that lineup sounds rough, but don't worry, you've got a few skills of your own. Like the team attack. Every now and then, your teammates will give this
Hey, come on!
cue that will let you perform a team attack, which is as helpful as it is brutal to watch.
You're going down!
That man is dead. I really can't stress enough how replayable this game is. A good example of this is if you choose Sion's level, you'll find Ko eventually in one of the enemy's outfits. And if you choose Ko, you'll find out why he's wearing the outfit. Also, each path will have you doing different things. Massive fights, or doing whatever this is.
I wonder if they have a whole language devoted to that.
Beating the game with different characters and in different ways unlocks new characters for the versus battle, which by the way is fun to set to all computers and just watch them beat the crap out of each other.
Ready, fight!
Now, a theme I try to keep with the games I review is that they have to be good. And the bouncer's great. It just could have used more.
Levels feel empty. Some of the story is lukewarm and the way it's told seems to be rather rushed. Also, this game gives you Duragon's backstory as well, and it's really hard to tell if he's even a bad guy, or why he's even a bad guy in the first place.
I would be more than happy to return this favor in any way possible.
Yeah, he beat up that old guy, but he's got a lot going on. The Bouncer is good, but it has so much untapped potential to be that much better, and it's unfortunate to see it go unpolished.
Despite its flaws, I really do love this game. It's one of my top 10 for sure. I just wish that Square Enix will one day remember the Bouncer and give it the remaster and touch-ups it really deserves.
And even if that never happens, I'll still love this game for what it is, and its memory will always live on, in that chubby kid from Kingdom Hearts 2's clothing. He wears Dog Street clothing, Sion wears Dog Street clothing. Don't think I wouldn't notice, Square. Make me a remaster, please. Hey guys, thanks for checking out the video. I'd appreciate it if you'd like, comment, and subscribe, and maybe hit that notification bell if you want to get the latest updates. The art was done by my girlfriend, so I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check that out. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Keep it practical.